JP made it.
Yo, what's up, man? It's the Waking Bait. I'm host Blind James. Like always, you guys know where you can find us, especially if you're already tuning in. For now, I'm gonna drop it over to our guest today. We are out on the road in Washington, D.C. at the nation's capital with our dude, Phone Homie. What up, Doug?
Turb it up and slab it down. You know, could you do me a favor, Cooch? Can you pass me that wooden object right there?
Oh, you already know.
Yes, thank you.
Bro, hold on. Could you wait one
Yeah,
second?
not a problem.
Okay,
I'll wait.
Can you hold on?
We will wait, yes.
Yeah. Cooch, can
Oh,
you?
I
can
can't
you
believe it. Are you
grab
serious?
something?
No, really?
Go ahead. Ready?
Ah!
Hold the boy!
Yeah.
Turb it up and slab it down. It's your boy, Phone Homie. It's one small dab for man, one giant slab for mankind. Thank you guys for having me on the show.
Well, dude, thank you for
I
having
just
us.
took one giant dab from you. That was the dab of mankind. My legs are like shaking
Man.
from it and shit. I was like, holy shit, bro. Told you, man. I was like, I felt like my blood sugar was low. Holy fuck, man. What did I fucking dab, dude?
That you do Sunshine Diamonds.
Sunshine Diamonds?
Sunshine Diamonds, yeah.
That sounds like some bougie ass shit that I would pick.
Yeah, it's
To do.
the center of the fucking universe.
Oh, it is. That was great, dude. I feel like I've seen the light now and I'm walking on sunshine. And it's like that song's playing in my head. I'm walking on sunshine. Time to feel good. Oh. You know that shit, dude.
I know that shit. I
Oh,
do.
yeah, dude. You telling? Have you ever like sang that shit in the shower?
I have sang that song many times in my life. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. What's your karaoke pick?
Usually it's something by the Doors. I probably go with The End because it's the longest song and it allows me to just sing forever. And everyone's like, "Okay, is this fucking song done yet?" And I'm like, "Mother!" And everyone's like, "Oh God, what?" I didn't say it. It was Jim Morrison. It's just a karaoke.
It's just karaoke, man. They gotta be classy about it too. They can't be dicks if you're up there.
That or Goodbye Horses by Q Lazarus, but that sometimes I get a little bit too carried away.
Can you give me a hit of that? You give me a hit of the Doors there with it.
No, not doing that one. Yeah, because
so that one somebody's actually gotta find you doing karaoke.
Yeah, I got it because that requires me pulling down my pants, sticking my balls between my legs, and then going into the mirror like, "Would you fuck me?" I would fuck me, and then you gotta understand.
Dude, I didn't know you were trying to top the craziest shit that's ever happened on Wake and Bake. So I didn't know, man.
Just type in "Goodbye Horses" by Q Lazarus, and then you'll understand everything that I just said. Trust me. I promise you.
Just by listening to the song?
Unless you've never seen the movie Silence of the Lambs.
I have.
Okay, so then you'll know.
I know exactly what's going on there,
It puts the lotion on its skin unless it wants the terps again.
Yeah, but so you would just go full bore with it. Would you wear like the fucking boa and do the
No,
makeup?
we're not wearing anything but women's skin and fucking linen.
I thought he had makeup and like a boa on.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much.
Is it?
For me.
For you, that process, so that's where you draw the line of makeup and boa?
Right there. Makeup and boa.
But
no, the boa? Yeah, no, I'm not doing the boa.
Yeah, man.
But you'll wear women's skin and tuck your dung?
100%.
I like where your head's at with that.
100.
You're normal, huh?
Hey, what is abnormal? You know, what is normal? How do you base normal on what?
You know what? I don't even know, man. I don't know where the line is. I fucking cross that motherfucking thing all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's invisible for real. And, out of sight, out of mind. That's what I say. Exactly. Just like when people bitch at me and be like, "Can't do this," like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, sorry, I didn't see the sign, dude. Whoops. My bad. But check it, homie. I wanted to get you on the show today because something I wanted to bring up is I don't get to go on social media, read through, and watch stuff and literally read stuff. It's really hard for me. So all I get is hearsay from people that drop hints and little tidbits of what you've been up to. So tell me what you've been doing active in the cannabis world, and especially through this cannabis, this fucking Corona thing.
Corona has been interesting. I think the largest goal has really been just safe access, trying to help provide safe access, and then we tried, I say we, but there were others that really tried to provide a different legislature, new proposals, new initiatives into the legislature, I should say, or get it at least on the ballot that, to make it available that we would be able to legally sell cannabis here. But unfortunately, I don't know that is gone through 100%, and there's a lot more work to be done. However, it seems that a lot of the cannabis atmosphere, some of it seems to be stagnant, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that are going full forward, like the rumors of, federal legalization, or federal decriminalization, or federal marking it off of, the schedule.
What's up with something that I read about Congress passing some kind of tax federally already on cannabis?
I mean, well, if that's the case, then that means already that it has to be, it has to be.
Do you remember what that was called, bro?
I was watching a video that Normal was talking about it with some people from DC. They were talking about they were trying to pass some stuff.
So I don't really know. I don't know much about that. I could see something like that happening for sure. But if that happens, then automatically that's a green light on all legalization.
Taxation before legalization.
That's the craziest thing ever. Yeah.
Right. That's what I was worried about.
If they're ready to already set, taxation before they legalize, that it says a lot, and that within itself needs to be addressed, or figured out. But at the same time, if we get it, we get it.
I mean, here's the thing. If I think I've said it before on this show, is that if they completely decriminalize it, I mean, I'd be extremely happy if they,
decrim would be, our preferred method over legalization.
Yeah.
But if we were to, if we had to choose, right now, between non-legalization or legalization, I would go with legalization.
Yeah. What about? Do you worry about big business taking over the industry?
100%. That's why I believe that every state and district of the United States that has legalization implemented, which should be all 50 states plus Puerto Rico, Guam, and everybody in the Virgin Islands, that is American territories. I believe that all of those taxations should be based on, number one, what we all can bring to the table. Number two, I just lost my fucking question, man.
We're talking about the taxation before legalization,
right?
Which is
funny because we live in a city that's
because that was leading. We live
in a city it's taxation with no representation. Which is one of the, if you look on the license plates, for years DC has been taxed without actual representation. We get represented by everybody that's outside of Washington DC.
Right.
So for somebody from let's say Montana to be able to dictate what we can do here in the city, well, that's not really that fair because that person from Montana doesn't know how we live out here in the city.
No, not at all. But nor do we understand how they live out there.
Exactly. So, so I mean, rules definitely need to change. I mean, number one, Washington D.C. has had Initiative 71 in place for I think like 5 years now, maybe more. And unfortunately, there's no market except for the dispensaries, which there are only like 4 or 5, and that doesn't cover the needs of everybody because there are plenty of people who have set up their own businesses, cannabis businesses, in all sorts of levels that don't have the opportunity to move. It's not like those businesses can go and sell their product to the dispensaries either because those dispensaries have to only get it from farms that are implemented that are only located in DC proper.
Yeah, that's one of the big issues.
Those products can only come from those, those farms. Which I believe that there's some sort of gray area in that because I've seen 1 or 2 dispensaries that carry, other products that I know damn sure aren't fucking made in DC.
Right. You're like, hey, you
can't have cookies in DC, in a dispensary. All right, by law. You know, come on, man.
Oh man, how do you have Motor City in fucking DC? What's going on here?
So I mean,
dude.
so
What I want to say along with that farm thing is that opens up a whole another thing. Is that because if the U.S. legalizes it federally, then the rest of the world is going to follow suit, and that's going to become world trade.
Yeah.
Right there. That could boost so many economies, and not just the U.S., but worldwide. And then a lot of these farms that are just going to shit in industry right now, otherwise, like in soy and stuff, because it's able to be grown in China and stuff now, and shipped over here cheaper than it's able to be grown a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You just flip it for hemp and cannabis, baby. Let's run it.
Yeah. It's the market is there. The market's there for everything: hemp, CBD, THC, weed, bud, oil, edibles,
research,
medicine, research, everything across the board. It's
school,
ready.
Business.
There's just
I mean,
I feel like it's because the government hasn't figured out how to make their money off of it, and that's why number one they're trying to maybe implement what you're saying is with taxation before legalization, but at the same time, what can we do here except for prepare? And how do you prepare?
That's how I felt for you.
How do you
Exactly how I felt for you.
Prepare. There's a lot of different ways to do that. There's a lot of different ways that you have to be mindful about how you do it. So.
Is there still a sketchy market out here, like in DC?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Last time we were on, we did a swap show with the Slab Hour, and you had some newspaper articles about some of the homies out here that have gone through some real tough shit.
Nothing sweet. It's definitely you have to really be on your tippy toes about
still,
this.
Huh?
Yeah, 100%.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
It hasn't changed,
Oh.
And, the craziest thing is you have these weed shops that are opening up all over the place as well. Then they stay around for a while, and then, some of them get shut down and other ones don't. And, so it's like, it's kind of like a Wild West, but right here in D.C., basically it's, whatever you do it, and DC has always been a place of push the envelope, all the way to the end and break a few rules before it gets actually. And
then once it gets to the tippy top, man, is that normally where it shuts down and it becomes only a state thing?
No, usually it becomes like,
DC becomes like a place that's able to break through to the federal level.
But again, it's been taking much longer than we all anticipated, I would say.
I think that's the only thing that's going to save this, the U.S. is opening up some industry.
I wouldn't say the only thing, but I think it would be. I would think it'd be a very strong complement to our revenue as a nation. I think maybe even it could definitely cut a lot of the national debt or whatever.
It would open up a lot of tourism too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Trade, definitely.
United States is a huge tourism. There's a lot of tourism in our country to begin with, but yes, that would definitely flood the gates more.
Yeah. I think it's a good move. Everybody listen. Check it, phone only. I don't want to hold you up, man. I promise I'd make this a quick little session. We've been kicking it for a while before we started. I wanted to get the interview, but yeah, dude, I did want to. You got anything that you have coming up that you want to plug and talk about?
COVID really, has kept me a little bit more cautious about having events. I don't want to be a place that's spreading anything around, so I think the best thing to do is kind of lay low until things really pop. But we're just internally trying to step the game up. We're hoping that one day that we can start creating a hash rosin line.
Oh yeah,
that's really like a goal. And
do you want to drop the name of your new? What is it? The Dabber Hashery. Yeah.
So it's actually not new. I've had that Dabber Hashery. I've had since like about a year after I created Phone Homie.
Oh, see, I didn't know any of this, bro.
It's just it hasn't, I haven't, because of the laws, I haven't been able to really promote it the way I would love to.
Right.
But we'll get to that point, one day, and as I said, like, we keep preparing in the background, and hopefully one day the gates will open. When the gates open, we'll hope to have our place, within, the industry, within the community, and maybe even bigger than that, and maybe on a worldwide basis, maybe Phone Homie flying across the moon and fucking dropping all the shit to everybody like Santa Claus.
Yeah, you were recently up in Alaska and stuff, weren't you?
I was in Alaska. I was in. I've been in Michigan. I was just in Ohio actually recently.
Right up, shout out.
Yeah, big up to Ohio. Much love to Dax Tractor. And it's good to. I was just in Poland. In Poland, it was amazing. So it's really nice to still be able to travel a bit, mostly within the United States, and really continue to see what people are doing and getting things done. There's been a standstill for the cannabis community as far as events are concerned for the most part, where it was flourishing just about, a year ago in 2019.
Yeah,
oh yeah, definitely.
We met exactly. We actually, Cooch looked on the calendar exactly a year ago.
We came
when
out here.
we came out here.
Nice.
Yeah, we were having Slab Hour. So what other? Before we go, what other? Have you ever had any other like super dope, memorable videos you made since I've been out here since you left?
Oh man, yes. I mean, a whole year's
Drop some of your favorite of this past year, man.
I mean, I think honestly, like, let's see, the last event that we had, the last event that I was at was in California, which was the Liquid Karma Gamers Cup, and the Gamers Cup was really cool. There was like video games all set up, and that was honestly like the real last major event that I went to. There was a lot of people there, and we had a great time. Before that, I think I was out in Denver. I went to Denver this past year, and that was amazing. I haven't been to Denver in a long time, so I went to Red Rocks.
Dude, lucky, yeah. We only drove through Denver.
Yeah, Denver is so beautiful.
It really is. We drove in the winter though.
If you go to Denver, you gotta at least just go to Red Rocks and look at Denver from Red Rocks. It's only 30 minutes away.
I'm not gonna look at shit from anywhere, but I'll go and check out a concert though. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Shout out to Blind James, man.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Phone Homie, dude. Turn it up, slap it down, bro. Yeah, but I definitely want to do that. But Cooch told me about a crazy video that you did at Turp Taco that like burnt your fucking.
Oh, that was a while.
That was a long. That was a long.
Okay,
But
that's what I'm looking like. Did you have any memorable videos like that happened over this past year?
No, that was like 4 or 5 years
the
ago.
fucking pizza's done, dude.
No, that's the.
I know it's the GoPro. We gotta fucking.
That's for like the car and shit though too.
Oh, okay. We'll be out there in a second. Dope.
Alright.
So, anything like that happened since we kicked it?
No, I don't know if I've had any like tremendous blowout videos like that. Like that really was the cake topper blowing up that fucking dab. But
Dude, I listened to that one happen, yo.
I love that one too.
Yeah, I bet, bro.
But I gotta say, the whole past year has been nothing but memorable dabs. Large baby molars, large adult-sized molars. Dropping them into the bucket. Sometimes too hot and they flame the fuck up. But nothing as big or as crazy as that time. That was crazy. I was at least like the flame was at least like a foot above my head.
This shit is so well.
Oh, I love it.
Alright, well that is backball right there.
There it is. Alright, man. Well, hey, I want to thank y'all for stopping by, Waking and Bacon, dude. My dude. Hey, Phone Homie, tell people where they can find you.
Just at Phone Homie, PhoneHomie. Again, that's PhoneHomie, or you can go to phonehomie.com. You can look at Phone Homie Presents on YouTube. You can go to Phone Homie on Twitter, Phone Homie on Facebook. It's all there. So, PhoneHomie. That's Phone Homie. You can also check out Dabra Hashery, Extracts, or Architect Music. If you guys want to take a look at some of the beats I've made.
Actually,
All of these 6,000 plus records as my library source of music, plus whatever's in the digital world out there.
Dang, love it, dude. Hey, thank you guys for stopping by. Don Cooch.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Thanks for recording, brother. Tell people they can find you.
You can find me at Don_KOOCH on Instagram, man.
Ready to go kick it with Bumpin' Uglies?
Dude, yeah.
Let's do it. Thank you.
Get some food too.
Yep. Thank you, Land of Panda, for the performance and kicking it with us on this little tour that we did this past week. And thank all you guys again. You know you can find us on Instagram. That's at the Wake and Bake. That's the Wake, letter N, Bake, OH on Instagram. Watch our stuff on Facebook and YouTube. That's at the Wake and Bake with Blind James. You can also listen on your favorite streaming platform. Just tell it to play the Wake and Bake with Blind James podcast on your phone or smart speaker. It'll do so. Then pop over to patreon.com/blindjames. Look it up with that donation. You know we like that shit because it helps us keep our show afloat. Keep bringing you dope ass interviews like the one we just brought you. Again, thank y'all for stopping by Wake and Bake. And remember, even if you lose your sight, never lose your vision. Peace.